What's going on, Mythic Nation? So, okay. We finished season 9 of The Walking Dead, and I thought it was great. I know the last episode kind of had some mixed reviews. I liked it. I thought it was really good. One, because we got a lot of building moments with Daryl and Carol. We also got Lydia being pretty much accepted into the community, especially that snowball fight. That was just, man, they needed that. Can we give, they don't need to always have a giant threat lurking. Can they just get a moment to relax? And they did. That snowball fight scene was just, it was so cool. They've been through so much this season. They lost, well, I'm gonna put spoilers. Spoiler, if you have not seen it yet. They lost Jesus. They lost Rick. They lost, well, Gregory wasn't a big loss. They lost Maggie. And then, dude, it's just been like, and then, dude, especially the fight scene, they just lost Tara, Enid, Henry. So there's been so much loss for them to go through that crazy snowstorm, and then to just have like a moment of peace. I thought that was really good. So I really liked the final episode. And then seeing snow in The Walking Dead for the first time ever, that was just cool. The whole dynamic, the setting of the show was very cool for me. And I'm gonna have a full season 9 review later. But one of my favorite aspects from season 9 was I love Alpha and I love Beta. Beta is my dude. One, because Ryan Hurst is such a great actor. I loved him in Sons of Anarchy. I loved him in Remember the Titans. And I was so happy he was cast as Beta. I think that was perfect casting. But his fight with Daryl was so good. It was so good. It is what I wanted. It was very visceral. It was very, you could feel the intensity. It's not like a lot of TV or movie fights where it's cut to crap. You can't really get the weight behind it. And I really felt like they did a great job. So when they did this breakdown scene, I had to kind of jump in to watch it, just kind of see them talk about it. I wanted to see how they felt about it. I just always like behind the scenes stuff. Down the line, I want to write in addition to wrestle. I can't say that. Okay. I gotta be careful with Walking Dead stuff. I can't say some stuff. Okay. I'll just leave it at I want to write, and so I've been on sets, film sets, so I've really liked behind the scenes things, seeing how things are put together. It's really cool. Seeing the work that goes into putting what comes on TV screens or film screens, it's so intense. And it loses stuff sometimes, because when you see it happening, it's like, yo, this is so cool. And you see it on screen and it's still cool, but there's just like a little spark missing sometimes. So I like seeing the magic that goes into creating some things. But I'm gonna leave that at that. And let's jump into this bad boy. I'm excited to see what Opie and Mr. Daryl Dixon thought about their fight scene. And it was just a great episode. Get some volume.
These two forces of nature meet for the first time.
Yep.
Beta is a guy has completely decided that whatever he was before no longer exists.
Mm-hmm.
He's a walking embodiment of death.
I never fight little people in the show.
Hey, Walking Dead fans, we're going to break down this little fight scene a little bit, look at a little bit of the behind-the-scenes stuff, how they made it, and what went into it. We'll hear some from Ryan Hurst and Norman Reedus and a few others. I've had a bunch of comments on the fight already. A whole bunch of us have said that we've liked the fight.
It was an awesome fight.
Some said they didn't. Some have said the edit.
Whoa. Why didn't we like the fight? Well, nah. Why not? Well, if y'all, I know we got a couple Walking Dead fans in the Mythic Nation. We're gonna have some more Walking Dead content too. But for those that do watch The Walking Dead, did you like the fight? Or did you not? If you didn't, let me know why. I thought the fight was awesome. So I'm just curious if people didn't like it. But let's jump back into this bad boy.
You know, it wasn't cut just right to make it really impactful and action-packed.
It was.
But I think they did a good job using the actors and Ryan Hurst as much as they could in there. You'll hear Ryan say, use the stunt guy for this part, and stuff like that. So overall, I think it was good for The Walking Dead. It was good for an initial fight between Daryl and Beta, because hopefully
they're going to meet more.
Another fight come out of Daryl and Beta, but we're really, a lot of us, especially comic book fans, are looking forward to the
Yeah.
Negan versus Beta.
Yeah, that's
That
like,
won't come until season
yeah.
10.
It's important to give Daryl an
We're gonna
opponent
see
that
some more,
would
but hold on, to pause that, to talk about that. Yes, I'm excited. I think we're gonna get, Angela Kang said she's remixing a lot of stuff, and we've seen that already for season 9. Now in season 10, like I said, I'm hoping we get Alpha versus Carol, but now in the comic it was Jesus and Aaron that took the final fight to Beta. Now, because of course Daryl doesn't exist in the comics, but since we're in the TV show, a lot of characters are gone. Now I was hoping it was going to be Daryl and Jesus versus Beta, but I'm not getting that. So I would really like Negan and Daryl to face Beta. That would be awesome. Now Negan's about to go on his little redemption arc. We've seen the start of that already, and it would just be, I'm really hoping we get a lot more scenes of Negan and Daryl together, because in the comics Rick and Negan were stuck in a house together, and they had kind of like a more down to earth, we're not posturing, for our army's sake. It's just kind of two dudes. Let's be real with each other. Let's talk to each other. So I'm hoping Negan and Daryl kind of get that scene in the TV show. But again, just my little spill. Back into this.
and that you would feel afraid for Daryl to have to fight.
Oh,
So as a
and sorry, last time. And then also that's a technique for wrestling. Like if people felt like we didn't get enough of the fight, like in wrestling, normally when you have a feud, you're going to face more than one time. So it's kind of a detriment to you to put all your moves, do everything in the first match, because there's nowhere left to go. So if I'm having a match with somebody, I'm not going to bring out my entire arsenal to start. We're going to do a tease. We're going to do hopefully a 10-minute, just kind of feel each other out, kind of enter, just kind of trade some stuff, give them a little sample of what to expect in our 10-minute match. Then for our second match, maybe 15, 20 minutes, kind of up the ante, do some reversals. People are like, oh, okay, they had another gear. And then save that full out final gear for your third match. But that's just another reason why. If people felt that the fight wasn't long enough or too intense, it wasn't supposed to. It's the first match. You don't give it away for free. You don't give everything. You got to lead into it. But okay, that's the last time we'll pause it. I'm sorry.
fight goes, he definitely busted through that wall and came at Daryl, and for the most part, Daryl's injuries was just being slammed and grabbed and thrown up against the wall, thrown down on the floor.
He just comes busting through a wall, and
Dude, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna hurt.
Dude.
Daryl is definitely not as big as Beta, but
Nope.
he's been in his fair share of fights.
Yep. They pulled the knives. That
This
was
could be
so
hanging
cool.
out, so he's very lucky that one of Beta's knives didn't touch him even. But he did get tossed around like a rag doll.
For
But
sure.
As Norman says in the upcoming clips, he talks about the fight and his strategy against Beta. Beta's just such a huge guy.
Dude, for real.
Daryl says the only way I'm really going to win is to kind of get on the inside.
Yeah, because
and
Beta's
attack
got
him
reach
from
advantage.
Underneath. He calls it chopping down the tree.
The only way I'm gonna win this fight is if I can get in here.
Mm-hmm.
I have these big knives, and the only way I can beat him is to get inside.
For sure.
Sort
For
of
sure.
chopping down the tree.
But you can also tell that Beta, there was at least 2 or 3, possibly more times he could easily have killed Daryl, just easily killed him.
But
not
that wasn't
asking
what
the
he was
question,
going
"Where's
for.
the
He just
girl?"
wanted Lydia
The
back.
fact that he was questioning Daryl, not killing him in those opportune moments, gave Daryl a window to escape each time.
It did.
And eventually knock him down the elevator shaft and get away.
Which was hilarious. See, that's why he's not
That is
trying to
why
kill him.
He's there. He's looking for Lydia. He's going to track these people down, try to kill them, but find the girl. That was his main intention.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like in this case, in the fight, it was a weak point that Daryl used and ultimately was able to get away. But Beta definitely had a few chances in that fight to kill Daryl, and Daryl wouldn't have made it out. Daryl stabs Beta in the shoulder, but it kind of doesn't phase him at all.
For
And
real?
Beta throws Daryl through a wall, and just so happens he throws him into the room where beforehand we'd seen Connie move a board back, and there's a hidden little compartment under the floor.
Dude.
And somehow in that second and a half, if that much time after Daryl was thrown through the wall, he recovered from that, got into that panel and got the board over it before Beta busted through and actually could tell what happened.
All I want is the girl. Norman has to like run full speed. There's an elevator shaft. It doesn't go down the entire way. But Norman keeps hitting me. I was like, let me get the stunt guy.
And then lucky for Daryl, Beta thought he had went into a room maybe. I don't think Beta knew that was an elevator shaft until he got there and looked down.
Yeah, until it was way too late.
Buttons. It specifically showed that shot. And then Beta realized...
It's like, oh crap. Yeah, Beta was like, oh crap.
Elevator shaft. It's not a room. But about that time, it was just too late. Daryl had come up out of the hidden compartment and rushed him and pushed him into the elevator shaft. Just very convenient, really, the hidden compartment.
For real, very convenient.
Shaft. And as far as that elevator fall, how many floors did
because,
Beta fall
geez,
onto
and that
the
man,
top of that
he was
elevator?
okay after
the top
that.
of the elevator. From the floor that he was on, he fell 3 floors down to the top of that elevator. And the easiest way to tell is as the camera narrows down, you can see that from the floor that the camera started on, there's 1 floor beneath it, and then there's some elevator doors on the next floor down that's kind of cracked open. That's the light you see. And then there's another floor just below that. Of course, we don't see similar looking colored elevator doors on those other floors above and below those elevator doors. And I'm just assuming that each level is a floor. But at least we can see the height of the elevator doors there and normal floor heights. He fell about 3 floors.
So Daryl's like, man, I'm sick of it. Let's fight.
Man, not fight. I'm going to push you down the elevator shaft. Which is a dirty move, thank you. That's cheating.
Not the last time you'll see him. He's a really cool addition to our show.
But there's a little bit of the fight breakdown. Any questions or things that you see or thought about it, put it in the comments below.
But for me, all right, I think that's gonna be the end of the video. So I thought that was cool. That was a nice little kind of peek behind the scenes for stuff. And again, from being on set, from doing a couple movies, I do see how like it's literally all day. Like I'll have to wake up at like 4 or 5, drive an hour, and then I'm on set for like 12, 14 hours. Then like I get out like maybe 9, 10 and then drive an hour back home. So I'm not back home till like 11 p.m. So I'm literally like gone all day. And like it might be like a couple days, a week. But these actors, like, dude, they're doing this for months on end. Like I can see why Rick was like, dude, look, I gotta bounce, man. Like I gotta spend time with my family. Cause it literally takes so much time. And it takes all day. And you get like sometimes 20 seconds of a shot, sometimes a minute of a shot. Like that was what, like that fight was like maybe what, 5-10 minutes. And like Daryl was saying, it took them 3 days to shoot it. 3 days of putting your body through that for like a 10-minute scene. And then some people were like, nah, it could have been better. Which, you know, that's part of the things about art. It is subjective. You know, some people are going to like it. Some people are going to be like, I didn't care for it. Which I'm cool with. You know, everyone's going to have their opinion. But I just have so much respect for actors. I have so much respect for stunt doubles. Because, Jesus. Like, doing that day in, day out for hours on end. Like, I give them, like, a giant round of applause. So, I just thought the fight between Daryl and Beta was very good. Like I said, it's not WrestleMania. That wasn't their WrestleMania match. That was like their Monday Night Raw, their SmackDown Live match. So they just got little 10 minutes, kind of give the audience a little something, see if they like it. Then I'm sure in season 10 we'll get the pay-per-view match, maybe Backlash, maybe Money in the Bank, something like that. And then they'll go around, maybe towards the end of season 10, maybe even season 11, we'll get the WrestleMania match, the final, the feud ender. But I really dug their fight. I thought it was super cool. Like I said, I'm going to have a full video about season 9 of The Walking Dead. And maybe I'll do like a couple more. Maybe I'll go all the way back to season 1, work my way up to season 9. But I really enjoy The Walking Dead. I think it's a pretty cool show. We're going to do some more shows besides The Walking Dead, like Game of Thrones. Going to get some Game of Thrones in there, especially for the final season. We got to do something for Game of Thrones. There's a bunch of shows I watch. If there's any shows that you all watch and you want me to talk about, I'm always down to watch some new cool shows. Black Mirror too. We're gonna get some Black Mirror stuff in here. But that's all for now. I have to go take a test. So that's gonna be it for today. I hope y'all have fun watching videos with me. I had a lot of fun. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. That's it for now. Like I said, gotta go do school stuff. So until next time, Mythic Nation, keep spreading the peace and positivity. I will see y'all later.